Well, as our suspicions were confirmed earlier on, there is a walkover, Bernard, between KTS and NCTTC in the doubles. And what information do you have from that?
Well, I believe New Century Table Tennis Club this year has fewer than the required 7 players in many of their matches, because some of their players are not able to be present for the competition. So in that sense, they may have given a lot of their opponents a handicap in every match they have played, and it is a testimony that they've just lost 2 or 3 matches between their opponents and themselves.
Well, they've handicapped themselves by not having enough.
Well, you could see it from that angle, but I'm sure they would have preferred all their players to have turned up as well, because they are a strong team actually, with Chumi helping the team, and they have got some fantastic players, which you'll see one more now in green is Wuti, who is playing in the 3rd single slot, and he's going up against Zhang Chen from KTS.
So what can you tell us about these 2 players here?
Wuti and Zhang Chen are both China-born players. They have come to Singapore to further their education, and they have been some of the better players in our local school scene, and they have taken their game to the league. And besides the top players, I think Zhang Chen and Wuti are among the top players of the league as well. They have helped their respective teams to very favorable positions in the previous leagues.
So we're talking about players who are very young, these 2 guys.
Yeah, I think they are about 20 or 20 over years old, and they've been playing and practicing table tennis. I think some of our local schools may have recruited them particularly for their table tennis skills as well. So I think they have been playing in the schools and now for their clubs as well. They possess a wide range of attacking options in their play, and Wuti is a pen holder, while Zhang Chen is on the handshake grip. They will provide a very interesting competition for each other in terms of their attacking styles.
Now, is there any advantage being, well, do you save your best players, is what I'm trying to say, for the 3rd singles match, usually?
I think maybe New Century has been aware that they may not have all their players at their disposal. So I think in terms of their placement of players, they have been very strategic. And obviously, I think they have predicted it may have gone down to the wire.
Well, it is now down to the wire. With that walkover, it is 2-2 between New Century Table Tennis Club and KTS. So this is the decider.
Indeed, this is the 5th tie of the match. And right now, I think Zhang Chen seems to be pulling away with a 2-5, with a 5-2 lead over Wuti in this first game of the 5th tie in this match. But like I told you, Wuti possesses quite a wide range of attacking options. His arsenal of strokes, attacking options, really can unsettle his opponents.
Well, he seems to be the more aggressive of the 2 players for here.
Yeah, but maybe pressure is getting to him and making some unforced errors. But Zhang Chen is a great player in his own right, and he's pushing Wuti to the maximum as well.
I was just about to mention that, like, these are amateur players and they know that this is the main table with the cameras on them. Does that maybe add a little more pressure to their performance?
I guess so. Because when I'm playing on this table, I feel a bit of pressure because the camera is behind me actually, or looking at me directly.
Zhang Chen, 7-4 up here in the first game.
And the score now stands at 7-5. Zhang Chen to serve with a 2-point lead in the first game of this 5th tie in this match between KTS and New Century Table Tennis Club.
Now, do we know where both of these teams are in terms of the tables and what they have to play for in this match?
I think KTS together with a New Century, they are fighting for positions 2 to 5. Because I think the runaway is the defending champion Sunsport Elite. They are the runaway champions team this year, and I think they have already gotten the title in the bag.
Well, no worries of relegation then for either team.
No, I think they're fighting for a more better finish in this Division 1 league.
Oh, it's a brilliant reply.
There was
Zhang
a
Chen.
mighty forehand from Wuti, but Zhang Chen was well anticipating that shot and prepared himself for a swift return to the other side of the table. (9-7). Hit the net court at the serve. Missed that shot, Zhang Chen. Bringing the score now to 9-8. Wuti must be relieved because he plays quite a inviting shot for Zhang Chen to hit. But unfortunately, Zhang Chen hit it long. Another one.
Well,
But Zhang Chen has hit it long
well, it
too.
just seemed like Woody was setting Zhang Chen on, but just not able to capitalize on a smash.
Indeed, indeed. But I think fatigue has also set in because this is the last match of the day. The players are a bit tired. And there you go. Wuti has recovered from 7-9 down, taking lead at 10-9 with a set point in the first game of this fifth tie.
And he has to serve now.
Well, he missed. So it's 10 apiece. Deuce. KTS to serve.
Well, how important is it to always win the first set? It sets the momentum up for the rest of the match, doesn't it?
Yes, and it's psychologically a booster for the player. He'll probably feel a bit more relaxed knowing he's one game up. He can use a wider range of his skill sets to try and unsettle the opponent. There was a fantastic forehand by Zhang Chen. Enough venom and power in that shot. Although Wuti was anticipating it, he couldn't return the shot, and it was wide. So the score is at 11-all, with Zhang Chen serving. Forces an error from Zhang Chen. Wuti.
Well, both players slowing it down, and you can sense it's just a little tight in their play right now, sensing how important the next point is. He gets it. First set to Woody. Didn't look likely at one point, but he gets it. And he leads here. Well, Bernard has left us to watch his own team, and coming in is the voice of Singapore table tennis. Is he or isn't he? Nitin Nambia. And look, Nitin, you're coming in at a great time. This is a fantastic matchup. It's a decider 2-all between NCTTC and KTS. One set up is Woody from NCTTC. This is a decider. And as I like to say, squeaky bum time.
No, but we've got to talk about both clubs and how they've done a really good job, KTS and NTCC. NCTTC, sorry. It's 2-2, really competitive. It's exactly what a Division 1 fixture should be, and both teams are pulling out all the stops here to try and get this win that will see them claim the victory here today.
Yeah, well, a win for either of these teams could see them finish as high as second, probably third.
Oh, wow.
Well,
You know,
well, Woody getting the point there, but a gasp in the crowd as Chang Chen tried to save that.
you know what?
Went
Great,
into the advertising hoardings.
great determination from Chang Chen. He actually ran into the hoardings, but he got his shot back on the table and still required Woody to execute the finish, which he did perfectly. But great determination from Chang Chen. He hasn't given up here.
Well, hopefully that hasn't taken the win out of the sails from Chang Chen. But Woody now 4-1 up here in the second set, 1 set up in this best of 5 in the decider between KTS and New Century Table Tennis Club. And Bernard saying earlier on, these two very young players, maybe in their early 20s. So expect plenty of power, plenty of exertions from both of them, plenty of energy.
Yeah, you can tell with the amount of power they're putting into their shots, both these guys are ready to go here, but it just looks like Woody has the better of his opponent for now. Chang Chen really needs to step up his game here. If not, he'll see himself 2 sets down, and that might be all she wrote.
2 sets down with a hill to climb.
That was some great attacking play there by Chang Chen. Looks like that crash into the hoardings hasn't affected him as much as we thought it might have. Good for him.
Oh, that's
It's
a
very
unforced
poor
error.
serve. Poor serve.
And in a match this tight, it's every point that counts. Although he gets back into it. Still 7-5 to Woody from New Century.
Woody there trying to get some spin on the shot, but just couldn't get enough to get it back on the table.
Setting himself, drying up the ball. Wow, that smash just made it unreturnable.
Great pace on that shot.
Woody 3 points away from making this a 2 sets to love lead for New Century.
Chang Chen isn't going down without a fight. Woody now 2 points away from match point. Now this is a really key point in the game now. Chang Chen has to get this point. Let's see if he can do it.
Well, he won that with the serve. Just made it almost unreturnable. Just got something back, but set it up for Woody to get a winner. And now he is 1 point away from making it a 2 sets to love lead.
Oh, he rushed it there a bit, Woody.
Chang Chen still in this.
Did we see another 11-all deuce?
Well, it was tight in that first set.
Oh, not today. Woody ensuring that he doesn't go to deuces in the second. He takes it 11-8. He now has a 2-set lead over Chang Chen.
And 1 set away from winning this for New Century.
It just speaks volume for the division. The teams like KTS and New Century find it hard to finish top in that league.
Well, Sun Sports Elite, the runaway winners, and I saw them train early on, a few weeks leading up to the competition, in Arton Sports Lab, in a dedicated table tennis location for them.
Now the thing about Sunsport, they don't just have Sunsports Elite, they have Sunsports 1, Sunsports 2. So there is progression. You know, it looks like a really professionally run club, to be fair. And they're putting up the results today.
Well, Woody looks like he's ready to sew this up for new century. But Chang Chen, who had a little pep talk from his head coach Tang Hua, will he be able to reply here?
He's got it all to do in this third. He has to win this one. And he starts perfectly. A great, real positive start there by Chang Chen.
Well, that return of serve from Woody shows you don't have to hit power every time. It's just the placement and the technique. And you cause your opponent all sorts of trouble. For the first time, he's in the lead here in this third game. Woody. (3-1).
Chang Chen seems to have real difficulty when Woody starts hitting it with pace. Returns haven't been as good as in the first and second set. There you go again. Just rushing the shot. Woody now with the 3-point lead.
And just like that, he's almost halfway there in this third game to clinching victory for New Century. 6-1 up. Well, this is not what we expected here.
KTS coach Tang Hua looks really, really disappointed in Chang Chen and his performance here in the third. Oh, that's a great shot.
Well, a nice cheeky shot there. Keep himself in this.
No reaction from his coach though. He's still looking disappointed. Let's see if Chang Chen can change. If Chang Chen can turn that frown upside down for his coach Tang Hua.
Well,
oh, not really.
8-2. Well, we thought it was going to be a tight third game here. Might even have thought Chang Chen could have given himself some hope. But 9-2, and it looks like this matchup between NC, TTC and KTS has found its winner, and it is match points now for Woody.
And you could see it from in the first set. It was really close. He went to level all deuce, and Woody got it in right at the end. Second set wasn't as close, and here in the third set, Woody's just running away with it. So in my opinion, there you go, your clear winner.
Clear winner, and congratulations to New Century Table Tennis Club, who edged this encounter by 3-2. And this is the final match in our broadcast of the Singapore National Table Tennis League 2018. We hope you have enjoyed our coverage for the past 2 days. Do stay tuned to 11 Sports as we will give you the tournament highlights in the coming week with, of course, the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. We hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next year in 2019 for the next Singapore National Table Tennis League. Good evening.